Alrighty, friendos, welcome in and welcome back to the episode of Zero Sanity, Zero Evidence, You Decide, where we are playing on a Zero Sanity, Zero Evidence custom. I'm going to go inside, do all the tests necessary to figure out the ghost. I'm not going to tell you what the ghost is. You all get to decide. The time on the top right is Smush Timer, relation to when I smudge the ghost. And it comes again. I selected random maps, and we got Prison, which after today's stream, I played so much Prison, I feel like I basically live here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go inside. Usually on Prison, I chill here until the hunt starts so I can watch the front door shut and know the hunt started. And then we go from there. So for now, we wait. I'll go and start a timer for how long I've been sitting here. Sometimes when I do that, it gets the ghost to hunt, but if not, let's see, I'll know how long I've been sitting here. Okay, ghost is finally hunted. It looks like they're gonna be an Araby buck. Oh, happy days. E-block is definitely my preferred area. It's easier to get them to the lobby where I can do a lot of tests. But I don't think they're here. Okay. They are in A-block. I don't know if I'll get over there before the hunt's over. But I will try. Okay, that hunt is over. I'm just gonna chill right about here at A-block, and I'm gonna assume they're here. So confident, perhaps in fact, I'm gonna put 2 salt here. Alright. I'll let you all know when they start hunting. They are hunting, okay. Okay, hunt is over. I do believe I know what the ghosty is. I'm not gonna go into A-block and look for orbs. We will just glance on the camera. Call it laziness. But yeah, we'll look for orbs there. And then I will show you all the journal. And load out and see if we're right. Let's see. A-block. That is what A-block looks like. Okay, here's the journal. Have a gander, if you will. Ghost was indeed a Myling. So the reason I knew it was a Myling is because of how quiet it was. When Mylings hunt, they're way quiet than other ghosts. And how I usually do my test for Myling in that scenario is I'll put on my walkie-talkie and I'll listen to see if I can hear the footsteps before my walkie-talkie starts staticking. If I can hear my footsteps before my walkie-talkie starts staticking, it's not a Myling, but if I only hear the footsteps once it starts staticking, then it's a Myling. And this ghost is pretty quiet. I mean, we could see it running at us, and I did not, like, really hear the footsteps. And then once it got close enough, I don't know if you could tell, but the heartbeat of the ghost was, like, way louder than its own footsteps. I've talked about this in past videos. It's kind of a difficult way to test for Myling, but once you go against enough Mylings, you'll notice the heartbeat. It's not Raiju level heartbeat, but it's up there. Cool. Okay, where are we going? Sunny Meadows. All the big maps today. Okay, I'm gonna go chill by the chapel. Wait for the ghost to hunt. And then I will bring you all back whenever the ghost starts hunting. If they take a while, I'll start a timer so you know how long I've been sitting there. Okay. Oh. Ghost is hunting. Okay, hunt is over. That salt goes and walk over that salt. That is what the salt looks like. Okay, I'm gonna chill. See what the smush hammer looks like. And then we'll probably get like another visual in the chapel, I think, for the next hunt. So I'm sitting here waiting for it to hunt, and I do hear it blowing out a lot of the candles in the chapel. Oh. It is hunting. And clear that timer. Okay, that hunt is over. I do believe I know what the ghosty is. I'm going to go ahead and briefly glance for orbs just in case. And then we'll hop outside and take a peek at the journal. Okay, I think this is the ghost room. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'll meet you all outside. Take a look at the journal, and then we will load out and see if we're right. The ghost was indeed the mimic, which was pretty obvious because there were ghost orbs. In case you didn't know, the only ghost that will have evidence on zero evidence is the mimic with ghost orbs. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to show you the orbs. The only reason I felt like I needed to check for them is because the first hunt, I could have sworn she was normal speed, and in the second hunt, she sounded like the slow twin. In my head, I was like, either my twin speed is really off or this is a mimic. So let me know in the comments if you want me to show you the orbs or if I should just like do another hunt if I think it might be a mimic so you can like see the difference. Because if you're, you know, a seasoned player, maybe you notice the fact it was normal speed first hunt and then it was slow twin speed. So you probably already knew it was a mimic before I even looked for the orbs, but I also like to give you all the information, so yeah, just let me know. Mimic, different behaviors, so I'm pretty sure first hunt, it was normal speed. Second hunt, it was slow twin speed, and then it had ghost orbs. Spicy, a little Sunny Meadows mimic, okay. Camp Woodwind, nice, little small map to break up all the big maps. I'll go and do an orb check, but that would be crazy. 2 mimics in a row. Okay. Now we wait. Okay, hunt is over. That is what the salt looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna chill here, wait another hunt, and we'll probably do kind of the same thing. Hunt is over. I believe now I'm going to go ahead and take 3 sanity pills, getting our sanity up to 60%. And then we are going to go a little ways away from the ghost and see what it has to think about that. So that current timer is a smudge timer when I smudged last hunt, but we are at the 60% sanity now. I'm just going to leave that timer running until it hunts again, or if it gets to like, we'll say 3.5 minutes. Okay, ghost did just turn off the breaker. Okay. Ghost is now hunting. And again, we should be still around 60, somewhere between 50 and 60% sanity. And I think they hunted over by the campfire that time. After this hunt, I'll go and double check my sanity. Okay, hunt is over. Ooh, our sanity is actually down to 40%. That's interesting, because I was in the light with a firelight. So it shouldn't have... I'll go and take one more sanity pill. Okay, so now we're up to like 65, 63. Okay. I'm normally having issues over here with my sanity draining at all. I want to start another timer. Just for context, while I was sitting here, nothing happened near me. The ghost didn't come over here or anything. No ghost events. Yeah, now we've been inside for a minute. I want to go see if how much my sanity drained, because that being by that light would keep it from draining, but maybe that light is a scam. Let's see. Yeah, our sanity's hardly dropped at all. Okay. I think I'm gonna do now, instead of continue to sit here, I think I'm going to try to find a ghost room, which I think might be over there. Let me get a thermo and we'll double check ghost room. Also peek at sanity. Sanity's still 61. Okay. I'll try to turn on some lights to keep my sanity from draining. Let's see, are you over here? I think so. Okay. Temps are super cold over here, but I've yet to actually pick this ghost up on the motion sensor. So I don't know exactly where it is. There we go. I'm going to do another sanity check. I've just kind of been chilling here. Ghost hasn't really done much besides activate the motion sensor a couple times. Sanity's still at 60. I might try to smudge the ghost the next time it activates the motion sensor. Oh, okay, or that works too. That's right, you turn this light off. Okay, I think he did just activate this motion sensor in here. Oh, there goes the breaker. Let me just double check. I think this... Yeah, it's just covering this tent. Okay. Yeah, so much time we're still going, but I'm gonna go grab a sound recorder. I'll also do one more sanity check. We're at 56, 58. Okay, hunt is over. Okay, our sanity is now at 37. Alright, I do believe I know what the ghosty is. Let's go and pop up in the journal. Take a peek for a second, and then we will load out and see if we're right. Ghost was indeed a Yurei, so I was actually pretty stumped on this one. Because whenever my sanity was tanked so much, I was like, what in the heck could have caused that? Because I was fairly confident where I was sitting, my sanity would barely drain at all. And then it dawned on me that whenever Yureis do their ability, they drain your sanity by 15%. Now, unfortunately, Camp Woodwind and Maple Lodge are exceptionally difficult to figure out Yurei. Except for that one fact, if you have sanity monitors turned on and you see a ghost touch a tent door and you know where your sanity was at before this tent door touch, you can go and look at the sanity monitor and see if your sanity drained. So what happened that first time it hunted, I guess I was close enough to the tent doors for when it did its ability to drain my sanity, and it is able to hunt at its normal like 50% sanity threshold. It did its ability 5 times. So that's how I was able to tell Yurei's, because it, near the end there, it touched that tent door, the red tent, and I was gonna go out and check my sanity, but when it touched that tent door, it lowered my sanity below 50 so it could hunt, so I couldn't exactly check it at that point, but then obviously we went back out, checked it. It had dropped. Yeah, one of the worst maps to get Yurei, especially if you don't have a sanity monitor. There used to be a really nice way where if a Yurei touched a tent door, it would leave 2 EMFs on it. That was how you tell Yurei, but it doesn't do that anymore. Oh man, I just feel pretty good figuring out Yurei on Camp Woodwind. Oh, okay, and I guess we're running it back. Fantastic.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment. Prepare accordingly.
Do a quick orb check.
Investigation. Nothing to report.
Don't see anything, okay.
Was here, left in a hurry.
Oh, instantly hunted. Okay, hunt is over. So I think he hunted like over there-ish. Now I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Okay, Ghost is now hunting. Timer was 2:38. Hunt is over. Alright, I'm gonna go and take sanity pills. And I think we should be good just to continue to chill by the pig tables if his ghost room's over there. I'll make sure to turn on this. Hopefully this light here will keep my sanity from draining. Turn this one on too. Just be sure. Okay. I'm gonna start a timer. And we will chill here. I'll let y'all know if anything exciting happens in the next 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes are up. Didn't hear from the ghost whatsoever. I'll go and double check my sanity, see where we're at. Still chilling right around 60. Okay, I'm gonna go find the ghost room. And we'll start getting some stuff set up there. Okay, it looks like it is this red tent. Yes, okay. Okay, so I've got a motion sensor set up in the ghost room. I put it so that it's like just at the border. Okay, I think when I walked back inside, my sanity was like 52%. Which, granted, it could be draining a little bit right now. I think I just saw the motion sensor go off. No, it's activating this one. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely activating these out here. Okay. I don't know if that's a room change or... I think it might be in the process of changing rooms, or maybe it's just roaming. Okay. Alright, airball. Let's see what our sanity's at now. Okay, we're at 44. So what I'm gonna do now is I have the crucifix picked up. We're gonna chill over here again, and I'm going to set another timer. I will let you all know if anything happens. I might go and turn these lights off too. Okay, all the lights over there should be off. The ghost is hunting. I'll go peek at what my sanity's at. Sanity's at 43. Okay. I think want to take another sanity pill, get us back up to... Let's see. So now we're at about 61. Okay. Oh, try to dodge the ghost event. Please no. Thanking you. Okay, just break these lights. And double check our sanity really quick. 57. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to smudge this ghost. And I'm going to keep a track, or an eye, you should I even say, on these motion sensors. Alright. Don't think he just evented, but I did just see the front gate shut. So I do believe I know what the ghosty is. Pop up in the journal. Take a peek for a second, and we'll go and load out and see if we are right. The ghost was indeed another Yurei. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was super stumped that game. I didn't see very many door touches, or maybe I just wasn't close enough to actually see them. Yeah, that was like there was a lot of time I was just sitting there being like, I don't know what this ghost is. Let's see. 7 abilities used. So I didn't do as well the previous game at tracking my sanity compared to the door touches, but I didn't really see a lot of door touches. But the main tell for me, for Yurei there, was the fact that it shut the front gate. The only ghost that could shut the front door, like outside of a hunt, outside of a ghost event, is a Yurei. If it hadn't done that, I think I probably would have lost my mind. So it probably did stuff on the 10th door, draining my sanity, and I missed it. I'm sorry about that, but at the very end there, thankfully, that was That's pretty obvious, so. Oh. Okay, I think for our last couple games, I'm gonna go and pick the maps. Because if I hit random, we might get to the point hope, and then I'm going to disease, so. Do a couple easier maps so I can make sure you guys get some. Get a few games in at least. Okay. Now we wait. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I do believe I know what the ghosty is, so let's go and hop outside. Take a peek at our journal. Then we will load out and see if we're right. Ghost was indeed a Thaye. So the reason I knew it was a Thaye is because it was extremely fast. If you go against a Thaye and it hunts immediately when you first go inside, so assuming you haven't aged it, it's going to be the fastest it can be, and it's going to sound very fast, faster than a 0 Sanity Moroi. My rule of thumb is if I think the ghost might be a Dio and it's not, it's probably a Thaye. I could have stood up to show if there was line of sight speed up, but I personally was confident that was a Thaye. I didn't think I needed to stand up and loop it and see if there's gradual line of sight speed up. So, just based off of speed, without any line of sight, it sounded faster than a Moroi. Now, if you're in a game longer than that, like say if you're playing Nightmare, going against a Thaye, every, I think it's 30 seconds to 2 minutes you're in the ghost room against a Thaye, it will age, which means that it'll get slower if it were to hunt, and its hunting sanity threshold will drop. Usually these games, we aren't really around long enough to see that, but if you're playing a game and you notice progressively each hunt, the ghost is getting slower and you've been spending time around it, could be a Thaye that you're aging. You can also ask ghosts its age on the Ouija board, and a Thaye's only ghosts whose age will change. It'll get older, basically, on the Ouija board, which is such a cool feature. Okay, let's go do some Willow. I do appreciate an easy ghost after the back-to-back Yurei on Camp Woodwind. Oh my gosh. Okay, and now we wait. We're no longer waiting. Incredible. Okay, since I know it's the crawling demon child, I might grab another smudge so I can stand up and loop her. Although if she's crawling, I'm not gonna do that. You might be able to get like a visual from like the living room. I do need to get some more salt though, because I put it all by the kitchen island. Okay, here's hunting again. Okay, hunt is over. I do believe I know what the ghosty is. But however, check for the ghosty grapes, so please hold while I go do that. Okay, I'm not seeing any grapes. So I'll meet you all outside. I'll take a peek at the journal. And then load out and see if we're right. Ghost was indeed a poltergeist. It was absolute eat fest in the kitchen once we finally got her up there and we're taking a peek. She was doing things frequently and very powerfully. Usually my rule of thumb with Poltergeist during a hunt is if I'm doubting if it's a Poltergeist, it's probably not. Which doesn't always help, but once you actually get a Poltergeist, you see how it's throwing things during a hunt, you won't ever question if another ghost is a Poltergeist. Unless you're me on prison. I've been having a very hard time with figuring out Poltergeist on prison, but that is I. Okay, last game. Let's make it a good one. Okay, started a timer just in case. I've been sitting there for at least 20 seconds. Oh my gosh. What a game! What a game. I'm not sure if I've been inside for at least a minute. So, I'm pretty sure I know what the ghosty is. I'll go ahead and check for ghosty grapes just to be thorough. Honestly, do I not deserve this after the back-to-back Yurei Woodwind games? Okay, I've not seen any ghosty grapes up here. So I'll meet you outside, we'll take a brief look at the journal, and then roll it out and see if we're right. The ghost was indeed a Dio. So arguably, well, it is the easiest ghost to loop in the game unless you are in a hiding spot when it starts hunting, and you don't have a smudge stick to get out of that hiding spot, you will perish. So in case you don't know how Dios work, they're extremely fast when they're far away. They know where you are at all times, so they will beeline it straight to you. But once they get to you, they will slow down. So if you're in a hiding spot, you hear a ghost that's really far away, and it comes straight to your closet and gets really slow, it is a Dio, and I hope you have a smudge, and you can smudge and get out. But if you're out in the open, and you're by a spot you can loop the ghost, it's a Dio, have a great time. Take him for a walk. Alright, I do believe those are all the games I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. If you found so much enjoyed the video, make sure to drop it a like. If you're new, subscribe. Otherwise, good luck ghost hunting, and I will see you in the next one.